happy Saturday. Ryan and I are getting ready to go to the beach. Well, we're already ready to go, but I just want to show you my outfit. This is from Amazon. I honestly never wore this. I was like, oh, I forgot I had this. This is like the only bathing suit, unfortunately, that I like on me at this very moment. It's from Night Swim. I love all of their stuff. Shorts are from Abercrombie. I don't know why I said it like that. Shoes. These bad boys, I think, are from Target. And then our beach bag is from St. Lucia, Sugar Beach. Oh, missed that place. We were pretty exhausted though. We got home at like 1:30 a.m. last night and then showered and probably didn't fall asleep until like 2:15, 2:30, and we woke up at 9. At 9 to get ready for the beach. We were at my mom's in upstate New York. I always butcher this, but I think it's called Oneida, upstate New York. It's about a 4-hour drive from here. Going there, no traffic, thank goodness. Everyone was going south to the beach for 4th of July, so we were like leaving the traffic. And then on the way home too was the same thing. There was no traffic, but everyone was going home now, going north from the shore. So we beat traffic both ways, but it's a very long drive to do the drive both there and back in one day, but I'm just grateful that we made it home safely. And now we're gonna go take a fat nap on the beach. Having a light breakfast before we go. Ryan made some scrambled eggies for us, and then I just chopped up a peachy, which is so fresh and juicy right now. I got a maple cinnamon vanilla latte with almond milk. One sip and I'm back to life already. I really needed this. Girls be like, I really needed this, and it's just iced coffee.
Hi. Hi.
This was a fire. I know.
Like,
I love the beach. On our way to go get lunchy. Just a quick little 2-hour beach day.
more than 2. Wound up being like 2.5. I think.
No, it was like 2 hours. Water was hella cold, but
Got used to it.
yeah, I was like, we're gonna feel so much better after we go in and like push ourselves to do something outside of our comfort zone. Water almost,
Borderline cold plunge.
yeah, and the waves like literally almost took me out. It actually did, like a titty popped out. It was bad. It was bad, but we made it out alive.
We're vibing. And hot boy walk.
Now we're on our way to lunch. Actually, we literally just parked. Everything's so close, which is why we came to this beach in general. It's a new place. It's called Moondog Market, and it has like no seed oils, no inflammatory ingredients, no unnecessary ingredients as well. It's just like a healthier market, I guess you could say. And they have smoothies that are like giving Erewhon vibes. So maybe we'll have to get one of those. My friend said that we have to try one of the blue smoothies. But yeah, anyways, let's go. Hopefully they have gluten-free bread because I want a fat Sammy.
Fat Sam.
Gorgeous. Just got the, what's it called? Ocean Blue with vegan protein powder. It's Pro Mix vanilla vegan protein powder. That's really good.
Yummy.
Yeah. Wow. Very creamy. Delicious. Get a boy's opinion.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I would drink this.
All right, unfortunately, change of plans. We only got a protein smoothie because I thought that they had sandwiches. They did have a couple sandwiches, but I thought that you could make your own sandwiches there, but it's just like pre-made sandwiches. So we're just gonna go to Tommy's, but you can never go wrong with Tommy's. I think I'm just gonna get some sushi. Spicy tune and
The
latitude roll, which is like salmon inside and then tuna on top Then he got my usual burger, which is the chicken sandwich. And a sweet boy. Hi, baby. I missed you. Mommy's magic beach. Salty. You love my salty hands? Hi, sweet boy. Oh, look at that angel face and those angel eyes. I'm sorry for leaving you. I hope you know that we would take you if we could. Wow. So soft now. Is your belly healing? It feels like it is, baby. It doesn't smell anymore either. That's good. Look, Daddy, why are you sniffing? Oh. I gotta feed my other child. Hi, Mr. Bunny. Quick and very little grocery haul. So we always get our grass-fed ground beef from ShopRite. It's just the cheapest and most affordable. We got some wild-caught mahi-mahi for fish tacos this week. My go-to chocolate and vanilla almond milk. For the chocolate ones for my coffees, and then this one's for overnight oats. Arugula to go on top of like tuna toast and like salads and stuff. Great for digestion as well, especially in your luteal phase. These are Ryan's. That's his healthy sweet treat, or healthier sweet treat. Some eggies, of course. It's my go-to tuna. I was really craving potato chips. I love this one because it's very minimal healthy ingredients. Like the only ingredients are potatoes, avocado oil, and sea salt. Some bell peppers, and then this is Ryan's snack of choice. Yeah. You ready for your breakfast? Breakfast time. It's your breakfast time. Hunter has really bad allergies, and also it's causing some sort of like yeast buildup as well. So we took him to the vet. Well, this has been an ongoing issue first and foremost, but he's been at Apoquel for like ever. And this is something that I wanted to get him off of because I know it's not good for like their liver and stuff. Just not good to be on like long term. And also I just like don't want him to be on medicine like for his whole life. But he's still on Apoquel right now. And then he's on something else. I don't remember like what it is, but he's almost done with it. But it's like every 12 hours. And this has really been helping clear up his like yeast overgrowth, thankfully, which also in return is helping him not be as itchy. But the main goal after this is just gonna work on like his liver detox as well, because the allergies is typically from like a histamine buildup, and then his liver may not be able to like detox things properly because of the Apoquel. It's just like this whole big thing. So right now he's taking his medicine and he's on raw food. He's been on raw food for almost a year-ish now, which has definitely really helped. And then I just got bone broth powder to help support his gut lining, probiotic obviously to help his good gut bacteria, and then I'm waiting on one more supplement to come. It's like a liver supplement. Here you go, baby. Good boy, eat your medicine. Oh, it's just been so frustrating, honestly. I feel like I could do a whole video on what we've been doing for him, because in the beginning when he first went on his like I guess you could call it like yeast cleanse or like candida cleanse, it really cleared up. His hair started growing back on his stomach. His skin was looking pink again. And then it felt like once when spring started rolling around, the issues started coming back. And yeah, he lost all of his hair growth, and then he had elephant skin. Oh, and honestly, it's just really frustrating. Ooh. Oh, he's gonna be babies. Good boy. Debating on keeping my hair like this. Like I just quickly threw this up to do my makeup, but I feel like I'm liking this. I might leave my hair like this, but anyways, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Oh. Wednesday. It's Sunday. Happy Sunday. I'm just completely out of it. We had a very long, busy weekend, lots of driving. We went to go visit my mom in upstate New York, which I think I explained in yesterday's part of this vlog. But yeah, that was a long, long drive and just didn't get to bed till super late. And then we were in the sun all day yesterday, which yesterday was amazing. I had so much fun just going to the beach and having a little boo day with Rye. Nice and chill, relaxing day, which is exactly what I needed and wanted. Now we're getting ready to go to church, and this is something that I absolutely need even more. I've just been feeling like really blah, like I want to cry for no reason kind of blah. I mean, Miss P is supposed to be here this upcoming week, so that's probably why. Usually like 7-ish days before Miss P comes to town, my like mood and emotions get really low. Like low to the point where I'm like questioning everything that I'm doing, and like I want to change everything about everything, and like I don't know. I think you know what I mean. If you're a girl, you know what I mean. But yeah, it's just kind of how I'm feeling. Yeah, just very real low feelings that I know that going to church and spending time with God and being in the presence of Him really will uplift my mood. So we got to leave in like 10 minutes. Ryan's making us a quick little boy breakfast, meaning like just scrambled eggs, and I'll have some fruit on the side. Just got back from church and I called it. I feel so much better. It's like the second that we start worshiping, I just feel like this whole like rush, like, or like cleansing of my soul, the enemy or just like any negative thoughts or feelings like stuck inside my body just completely just vanish out of my body. It's actually insane. But I'm about to start planning out my week. I got this new 2025 planner because I just ran, well, the planner that I had last, it like had a little bit into 2025 and it ended in May. So it's kind of like, all right, I only get to use this planner for a couple of months, but I actually really like it, and I'll probably get the same one for next year just because it's so big and spacious. And it has like to do on the side, notes. In the to do thing, I like to do like big things. So I want to study, like plan out my study days. Like right now I'm just doing it spontaneously. So I'm studying for my wellness coach certification through NASM. So I have my certified personal training certificate, and then I have my nutrition coach certificate as well through NASM. And now I'm doing my certified wellness coach, and then next I want to do my pre and postnatal certification as well, because I believe that they have that. But I just feel like it's something good to have right now. I just feel like I'm in that season of life where I want to learn more about that, and then also be able to share that knowledge and whatever I learn through that with you guys, because pre and postnatal health and wellness is so important, and I'm learning that a lot more now. Just all the little things that, like, I should do a what I wish I knew before trying to get pregnant or trying to conceive video, because I feel like there's so much that I've learned through like dietitians that I've worked with or functional practitioners. So I've got a plan to do that every single Tuesday. I did want to just quickly talk about church and our journey with church. Here it is. I feel like I'm gonna start crying. I feel like I was once told that God is close to the lonely, and when I was going through like my very lonely season, I didn't know that because I wasn't like in the word daily. I wasn't going to church. Like I grew up Catholic, had my communion and everything, and went to classes as well. And then my mom and I, we started going to, well, my mom and my siblings and we started going to Christian churches. And I really liked that because the vibe was a lot different, and I loved the worship. But obviously like you're younger too, and I just was at a different place then. Fast forward, I totaled my car one day. This was when I was studying for my real estate exam. I was working full time and studying for my real estate exam and taking those classes, because you have to do a specific amount of hours like in person. I don't think it's the same now because after COVID and stuff. I was working 2 jobs at this time too, because I usually was always working 2 jobs, like whether it was always a serving job or Lululemon, and then my full-time job. Yeah, so I was also living in Princeton, and my job was in Edison. So obviously, if you're not from New Jersey, you might not know those towns, but it was about like an hour, maybe a little bit more of a drive to work every single morning. And I was running late because I had woke up really, really late because I was studying, up late studying. Like I think I was up until like maybe like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. studying. So I was running late to work and I wasn't really paying attention and my reaction time was delayed. I ran right into the car in front of me and my car was completely totaled. And right then in that moment, I also just like wasn't able to regulate my emotions. So anything that happened to me, it felt like something really, really big happened and like my life was over. Like it was so dramatic, but that's just how I reacted to things, because that's how I saw my mom growing up react to things. Like anything like small, like even like the smallest little like inconvenience, she had a huge reaction from it. And obviously that's just like generational, I guess you could call it, trauma happening. So it was a really tough time, but I had a rental car. Thank God for that. But I was able to have a rental car. I think insurance covered most of it. So it was figured out. I was able to get to and from work every day. But I was really depressed because I was struggling financially as well. And I just felt really, really lost. And I wasn't living in alignment with what I truly like wanted to do, which was like coaching or just personal training in general. And my mom had sent me a picture from a magazine that she was reading, and it was Joshua 1:9. And it was just basically like, do not be discouraged, do not be dismayed, because the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. And after reading that, I kind of just like, I remember reading it over and over and over again. And I was like, I started crying. I was in my car on my way to work at a light and I read it and I was like, I immediately started like bawling my eyes out. And it also meant a lot to me that my mom was thinking of me and wanted to send me something like that to like help me feel better. And she knew that I could apply that to like what I was going through during that time period. So I have that tattooed on me. It's just like a little cross. It's a really bad tattoo. Honestly, like the lines are not lining. They're very crooked. So I might want to get something like over it, but still keep like the 1:9 underneath it. But that's besides the point. So that was that, but I still never really had went to church. I really wasn't reading the Bible still there. And then once when Ryan and I moved to where we're living now, on our way here, we actually had passed a church and Ryan was like, why does that sound familiar? He had went to this church prior but it was a different location. So, and it's literally, our church is a 3-minute drive from us. So I don't think it was a coincidence that we ended up where we were. And even when we had moved here, obviously I was in a much better place. Rye's weed whacking right now and mowing the lawn. Hi. Yeah. I don't even remember where I was. I always over-explain for stories too, so maybe it was a good thing that I got kind of sidetracked. I think not a lot of people talk about the season of change and growth that you go through. Like I lived on my own multiple times. So being like living in a house and having to pay for like rent and all that, that wasn't new to me. It was new for Rye, but it's just change in general because it's a completely new town that we're living in that we've never lived in before. So, but change is good, obviously. It wasn't like it was bad change. We were really grateful for the house that we were able to buy and the journey that we were on together as a couple. But there was just like still something like missing. I just still didn't feel good. And I guess I was still like caught up in like worldly things that weren't necessarily like supporting me and my growth like mentally or physically. There was also inner health stuff going on that definitely contributed to how I was feeling. But finally one day Ryan and I, like, we saw that church there, but we were kind of just not putting it off, but I guess putting it off. And then we finally, one day we were just like, let's start going. So we started going, and in the beginning it felt a little uncomfortable, not gonna lie, like going there, being in that atmosphere. You almost feel like resistance in a way, and it's probably the enemy like trying to keep you stuck where you are and not closer to God, because I feel like ever since we went consistently, I would say like this year and towards the end of last year is when we really started feeling and noticing a change, at least me personally, and like Ryan too, because he reads the Bible every morning now, which is like huge. But it really has made such a huge difference in how I think, how I go about things. And I'm not perfect by any means. I still have a lot of growth to do, or there's a lot of growth to be done. There's still a lot of growth to be had in me personally and in my life, but little by little, every single day that goes by, every single month that goes by, like I'm a completely different person, I would like to think, than I was last year. At least I know that I am, because I'm living in my body, and I was constantly like in my mind about like every little thing. And I still get in my head every now and then as well, but I'm able to overcome it a lot faster. And I know for certain it's because of God. And we have God at the center of our life and our marriage as well. And it's just been so transformative. And I'm just really grateful for the journey. So I want anybody to know, like, if you've been wanting to maybe like, or you felt like a little pull towards going to church and having that experience, but you kind of like feel weird and uncomfortable, because I've had a few girls message me saying like, you've inspired me to want to start going to church again. Was it weird for you? Did you feel uncomfortable? Like when you're worshiping and like putting your hands up and just being in that atmosphere, or like praying, did you feel weird? Yeah, I 1000%, like I felt like almost like an imposter. Like, why are you doing this? Like, you shouldn't be doing this. And again, that's the enemy. It gets easier the more that you step outside of your comfort zone and you push past that resistance and you continue following your heart, because God wouldn't have opened that door for you. Like, he wouldn't have brought us here if this wasn't like the path that we were meant to go on. And I believe that wholeheartedly. Nothing is a coincidence. Like, it's not a coincidence. This church is right here. And yeah, we were brought here for that reason. And again, like as I was saying, if you want to start going to church and start worshiping God, I say start putting on worship music. I have a bomb ass worship playlist, if I do say so myself. Just like, I think they're bangers. I think they're really good worship music. I would say like literally after 1 or 2 songs of worship music, after you like let down your walls a little bit and you just like listen to the lyrics, you'll feel like God move through you. Like, you'll feel like everything that you were worrying about and stressing about is just like completely like out of your mind, and you're just like at peace with the situation, and you'll just like have faith that everything will work out. Have my journal and I'll write, "Dear God, dear Jesus," and just talk about what you're feeling and what you're going through, and just like let it out. Just like have a conversation with him as if you were like maybe even like talking to like a bestie, you know. Just have that conversation. It may feel weird at first, of course, but again, the more that you do it and the more that you push yourself to do these little things, it's going to make a huge difference and have a huge impact on your life. And it's not going to be an overnight change. It's not an overnight process. Just as like your health and fitness journey, you can't expect to lose 20 pounds overnight or grow muscle and get lean overnight. You have to stay consistent, dedicated, persistent, and you have to take action. Even just buying like devotionals to help you go through the Bible and understand the Bible a little bit better is such a game changer as well. And you could just do that from the comfort of your own home and add that into your morning routine. I never had not had a great day after doing that. So that would be my recommendation. But of course, if you want to chat more about it and about how you're feeling, like always, like feel free to reach out to me. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna finish doing this and move along with my day because it's already 12:30 and we have a lot to get done. Just made a quick little lunch before I continue cleaning. Obviously, it's gluten and dairy free. It's literally one of the quickest and easiest lunches that you can make. And the taste is 20 out of 10. I've been obsessed with the sourdough bread from Kickshaw's Bakery. Oh my goodness, it's quite literally so good. My stomach does not hurt after eating it as well. It stays put together very, very well as well. Like, it doesn't fall apart or disintegrate the second that you put something on it. So I've been back on my tuna toasty kick. So it's wild caught tuna, avocado mayo, a little bit of Dijon mustard, salt, pepper. I usually like doing fresh dill weed, but we didn't have it and I forgot to grab it at the grocery store the other day. So I used some dry dill weed and then I put some celery, green onion, and I have a little side of baby carrots, which I'll be sharing with my cute little boy Angel because he's literally sitting right next to me. He loves tuna and he loves carrots. So the toast itself, I just heat up on the stove and a little bit of ghee. just to get it, I hate using the word moist, but a little bit more moist because it is very dry at first until you heat it up on the stove. Use avocado oil spray as well and then cover it and heat it up, and then it's just perfection. We've been having way too many Spideys in this house, so peppermint oil everywhere. It also makes your house smell really yummy. Just finished cleaning. I'm not even done cleaning, but I did a good amount. I did all the floors. Taking a quick break to make my banana bread because I want a little sweet treat ready for tonight. This banana bread is so freaking easy. It's so delicious. So if you want something like hearty, healthy, delicious, perfect for your luteal phase, even perfect during your follicular phase as well, like with Miss P's in town, you need to make this. It's the healthiest banana bread ever. So you just gotta need 3 overripe bananas. So you just want them to be browned a little bit. This is gonna add more sweetness. I've said this many times before as well on my TikTok, but if you're trying to cut out refined sugars from your diet, which I couldn't recommend more, or even baked goods or just any processed sweet treats, one thing that I would recommend doing every single weekend is prepping a sweet treat for yourself. That way you're not tempted to gravitate towards something more processed, just not make you feel your best. Like this tastes like you're eating something quote unquote not healthy, but it is so healthy and it is supporting for your body versus having something that's store-bought or store-made and packed with a bunch of inflammatory ingredients. This isn't to like demonize any of those things. I've just personally felt such a big difference by cutting out those things from my diet and all those ingredients from my diet as well. So figure out what sweet treat that you want and just prep it on the weekend. That way you have it for the week. And then also don't buy sweet treats that you feel like you're gonna be tempted to have. When I was dealing with my eating disorder, I think what triggered it more was being around foods that I felt like I couldn't have, or like that I was trying so hard not to have. And something like this was in the past when I had my eating disorder and my bad relationship with food. I thought that this would be unhealthy for me and I would restrict myself from this. The goal isn't to restrict, it's to replace or have healthier swaps for things or add things into your diet as well that will benefit you and not make you feel like you're on a diet or you are restricting. So just not having those things in your house will be really, really helpful as well. You don't have to go from 0 to 100. This one simple habit can make a world of a difference. And then you can start adding on to that habit once when you get consistent with that, because then you're gonna feel better too by just simply following through with that habit. And once when you feel better, you're gonna have more confidence and probably even more energy, definitely even more energy to now tackle another habit. You feel me? Yummy. I can't wait until this cools off. I'm gonna have a nice fat slice later tonight. Okay, I ended up ending this vlogiana a little bit differently, but I decided to make how I ended it into a separate video, so definitely stay tuned for that. It's going to be 5 beginner tips for meal prepping and how it can make your life a little bit easier and a little bit less overwhelming when it comes to nutrition, which I feel like is a lot of people's biggest downfall because we just overthink nutrition when it really is simple, and how you can make small little changes over time versus like trying to change everything all at once. But yeah, I'm gonna end this vlogiana here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for just following along. I don't know, I just really want to create a safe space for everyone, and I just want to connect with like-minded people as well. That was also one of my goals for the beginning of the year. So please feel free to leave a comment. Feel free to message me on Instagram. Definitely not TikTok, because there's too many like freaking sugar daddies in my DMs that the DMs just get lost. I can't even check it because it's every single time I clear it out, it's like there's 100 like new ones. I think TikTok needs to figure that out and fix that. And I know that I can't be the only one because that is wild. But yeah, anyways, message me on Instagram. Okay.